I am Arsunaji. Today I am here to discuss about the topic computing paradigm. So we have to discuss about the types of computing paradigm. There are 8 types of computing paradigms available and they are distributed computing, parallel computing, cluster computing, grid computing, utility computing, edge computing, fog computing and cloud computing. So we have to firstly discuss about the distributed computing. Distributed computing is defined as the type of computing where multiple computer systems work on a single problem. Here all the computer systems are linked together and the problem is divided into subproblems where each part is solved by different computer systems. Here we can see that multiple computers are work for a single problems, and the goal of this distributed computing is to increase the performance and efficiency of the system and ensure fault tolerance. In the below diagram, we can see that each processor has its own local memory and all the processors communicate each other over a network. Here we can see that node 1 has its own processor and memory, node 2 and node 3 also. Also they are connected each other for better efficiency and fault tolerance. And secondly, this is parallel computing. Parallel computing is defined as the type of computing where multiple computer systems are used simultaneously. Here a problem is broken into subproblems and they are further broken into instructions. These instructions from each subproblems are executed concurrently on different processors. In the below diagram, you can see how the parallel computing systems consist of multiple processors that communicate with each other and perform multiple tasks over a shared memory simultaneously. The goal of parallel computing is to save time and provide concurrency. In this parallel computing, we can see that by doing so we can save the time and provide concurrency, and it also very useful in doing our process. Cluster computing. A cluster is a group of independent computers that work together to perform the task given. Cluster computing is defined as the type of computing that consists of 2 or more independent computers referred to as nodes that work together to execute tasks as a single machine. The goal of cluster computing is to increase the performance, scalability and simplicity of the systems. Here we can see that number of computers are working for one task and it is mainly independent on a root node. Now we can see that grid computing. It is defined as the type of computing where it constitute a network of computers that work together to perform tasks that may be difficult for a single machine to handle. All the computers on that network work under the same umbrella and are termed as virtual supercomputer. The task they work on is of either high computing power and consists of large dataset. All communication between the computer systems and grid computing is done on the data grid. The goal of grid computing is to solve more high combinatorial problems in less time and provide improved productivity. Here is the diagram of the cluster computing. Utility computing. It is defined as the type of computing where the service provider provides the needed resources and services to the customer and charges them depending on the usage of these resources as per requirement and demand, not to a fixed rate. Utility computing involves the renting of resources such as hardware, software, etc., depending on the demand and the requirement. The goal of utility computing is to increase the usage of resources and be more cost efficient. Here we can see the diagram. Next we are discussing about the edge computing. Edge computing is defined as a type of computing that is focused on decreasing the long distance communication between the client and server. This is done by running fewer processes in the cloud and moving this processor onto a user's computer, IoT device, or edge device or server. The goal of edge computing is to bring computation to the network's edge, which in turn builds less gap and result in better and closer interaction. Here we can see that edge devices and edge 1, edge node 1, edge node 2, edge node 3, and edge node n. There are number of resources for a cloud purpose. Fog computing is defined as a type of computing that acts as a computational structure between the cloud and the data providing devices. It is also called as fogging. This structure enables users to allocate resources, data, applications in locations at a closer range within each other. The goal of fog computing is to improve the overall network efficiency and performance. Here we can see the diagram of the fog computing. IoT devices are connected to fogs and they are connected to the cloud environment. Cloud computing. Cloud is defined as the usage of someone else's server to host, processor, or store data. Cloud computing is defined as a type of computing where it is the delivery of on-demand computing services over the internet on pay-as-you-go basis. It is widely distributed, network-based, and usable storage. There are types of cloud are public, private, hybrid, and community. And some cloud providers are Google Cloud, AWS, Microsoft, Azure, and IBM Cloud. Here is the diagram of the cloud computing. So I think you all got an idea about the topic I am taken. Thank you.